Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday, April 2nd. How are you guys doing? Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are having dreams as of, I think it was last night, the moon moved into Pisces. So we have 4 planets in Pisces right now. So a lot of you guys are having dreams. A lot of you guys are having nightmares. A lot of you guys are suddenly having a dream that suddenly gives you some answers. I know I had a hard time sleeping last night. Air signs are getting hit really hard, especially Aquarius. But Geminis are getting whacked, and so are the Libras. And everybody's getting whacked. I don't even know what to say. It seems like the air signs the hardest, probably because I'm surrounded by air signs. um, but also too, I couldn't sleep. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was confronted myself with everybody around me who's suffering, and there isn't one damn thing I can do about it. I'm suffering because everybody around me is suffering, and I cried. I woke up at like 1:15 this morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep until after 3 because all I could think about was my part in terms of my children that are suffering. All 3 of them are suffering from from something or another. 2 of them from relationship, and 3 of them from a relationship, 2 from partner relationship, and 1 from family relationship. And it just it makes me sick that I can't be mommy and come right in and fix it. Okay, so a lot of us out there are suffering, and then the people who aren't suffering with personal trauma are, look at that, nightmare. Um, a lot of us are feeling responsible for what's happening to others when, in in one way you are, in another way you aren't. Remember, none of us had tools. Okay, so whatever your children are going through, it's because of the situation that you put them in. You may not have realized it, and now you're an adult. I mean, I'm going to speak personally. Now that I'm 48, now I have the tools that I need, but it took me 48 years to figure it out. Nobody gave me the answers. I had to figure them out after a long process, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, and a lot of self-analysis. So I completely forgot what I was saying. The motorcycle in the background made me lose it. What did I want to say? So yeah, I was confronted with, it breaks my heart that all 3 of my kids are suffering from some kind of heartache, and all I can do, it seems so cruel, but all I can do is, you can't tell them that you can't be angry, that there's a situation in your life. You can't be angry at the situation, because that is how to react. That is treating the situation wrong. That is what we've done our whole lives. That is what our parents done. That's what they've learned from their parents. That's what their parents done. Guys, we are healing the family line, meaning that this ends here with you. Okay, no more sliding responsibility to others. You are to take responsibility for your participation in things. If you reacted, you are just as responsible. Doesn't matter if the other person jumped on you or assaulted you or screamed at you, or if you feel the other person is to blame. If you reacted instead of responded, then you are also at fault. Okay, believe me, when I went into a psychiatrist to talk to her about my soon-to-be ex's mental abuse, I was just so angry, and I kept saying, he did this, he did this, he did this. And she said, well, you have responsibility in this because you allowed him to do this. Okay, and I'm going to continue on. She was right. I did allow him to treat me that way, and I reacted instead of responded. What I should have done is I should have pulled back. I should have tried to look at things with a clear head instead of responding out of anger. I came from the 3D in response, in reaction to his 3D. So nobody got any better. We're in the same place. We're just more angry at each other. And you know, I'm seeing people around me, they're so angry and they're scared. I just ran into a friend this morning and she's angry, and I was trying to calm her down. But she's ready to move forward by herself without the partner that she'd been waiting to come back. And she's about to make some legal moves, and I just had to tell her, hey, you know, don't do this out of anger. Do it because it's right. Do it because it's right for you. Do it because it's right for the kids. Don't do it because you want to get back at him or teach him a lesson. That's still coming from the 3D, guys. Got to do things different, okay? You got to do things completely different than what you ever known, because you were not taught the right way, because nobody had the tools to teach you. I'm going to tell you that. You have to develop your own tools, or you have to watch people like me who had to develop their own tools and speak about it and share how they overcame, how they rose above. Okay, there's a lot of people that need to rise above, but first they need to purge, and they need to realize their responsibility in every single situation that has ever happened in their lives that has drained them of tears in some way or another. All right, guys, so numbers for today are 2 and 18. So we have a stellium in Pisces. So a lot of you guys will get enlightenment, intuition, nightmares, dreams. Some of you guys may want to check out because you're confused, or just you just feel like you can't do it. This could be addictions. You could obsess on something, obsess on someone, obsess on a thought, obsess on a situation, or you could like drop into the world of drugs or alcohol. Please don't do that, though. I mean, I know you feel like it's medication, but the best medicine right now is the truth. You've got to just admit it to yourself. Everything that is happening right now is for your greatest good. Is to take bad situations, bad energy, bad emotions that you've suffered from and continue to suffer from. You're getting rid of those, okay, in favor of something new, but you have to believe that there's better. You know, this is the spin cycle, the rabbit hole. If you get stuck in the spin cycle, that's it. You're in Groundhog Day. You stay in the 3D. You don't ever rise above. You just attract more of the same, because that's what you're concentrating on. You know, I say it every day. I say it every horoscope video every week. You can wake up every morning and be the victim, or you can be the victor. Okay? Your choice. It's all up to you. It's nobody else's fault. It's nobody else's responsibility. It's yours. You must love yourself. You cannot love others or even treat them kindly unless you love yourself. Okay, those two cards want to come out. Normally I wouldn't take them, but you know how that rolls out. Now let's do the actual shuffle. So, God, I can't even remember if I got to the numbers. Numbers of the day are 2 and 18. 18 is about healing. It equals 9. It's a purge. It's a purifying. You're going through the fires because you're being purified. Okay, and what will be left after everything negative and painful and all the turmoil and suffering that you suffered over the years, over this situation, over every situation, because it seems like you stopped being able to shake things off from that initial trauma. Now you're going to be left with nothing but unconditional love. It's time to end the suffering and the pain and the tears. We also have number 2. So there could be somebody that you're working with intimately, or you could be just wanting harmony, or you could be just trying your best to balance yourself out. A lot of people are going to be trying to check out in more ways than one. So if you see a friend in need, you be that friend. Okay, and if you got to burst their bubble and tell them the reality of the situation, well, damn it, then you're being the best friend. Because somebody who doesn't call you on your shit, that's not a friend. Only your real friend will call you on your own bullshit, even when you don't see it. Okay? Let me pull a couple of cards here, and then I'll get to the story. I don't even know what to say, guys. You know, I love you. A lot of you guys don't feel loved because of how you grew up, and it is your parents' fault, and it isn't your parents' fault. I think I said this in the beginning, where they grew up like that too. But, so I just wanted to say, you know, if I can have, I saw this on Facebook too, if people can hate you for no reason, then I can love you for no reason. And you know what? They're right. They're absolutely correct. Okay. First story. Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups reversed. Boy, you guys had a little something something there for a minute, yeah? You guys are separated right now. I don't know if you're broken up. I think you may be broken up just because of the other towers here. Or you guys could have had a cooling off period where you had a fight and you guys separated for a minute, but you didn't quite break up. Or you could have broken up, but still have been in contact. Okay, because here's the Fated Lovers, and then we have the Queen of Swords. So somebody distanced themselves throughout this fight. They wanted to be independent, and they felt like they weren't free when they were with you. But they've kind of left the lines open. I don't know why, but things haven't closed out yet. There's no finish to this. You guys just pretty much went to your own corners to recoup and regroup. Okay, kind of like in a boxing match. So that tells me already that 1, this is a competition, and 2, nobody's gonna win this one unless you guys can remove the anger, remove the fear, and address the actual issues. But you're not going to be able to do that unless both people have confronted themselves. Then we have the 7 of Wands. This is about action. It's about standing in your power. It's also about having courage to fight for what you believe in, to defend yourself. Okay, so maybe somebody here had to constantly defend themselves for something, or they felt like they were always on the defense. Hell, they could have been walking on eggshells because of somebody else's temperament, being afraid of how somebody else would act or how somebody else would react. Because, you know, reacting is acting without thinking. It's an automatic thing where you're supposed to... Every good scientist knows you must observe and then however you want to do it after. You have to observe to get all the facts, or pay attention. Don't jump the gun without your full information. Then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so somebody, there might be a lot of people feeling like they just can't deal with it anymore. Some people might want to kill themselves. Please, visit your friends that are going through tough times. Show them some love, because everybody is going through this. Okay. Ten of Swords can be addiction. So somebody could be obsessing on something. They could be obsessing on another person because of this breakup, or they could be throwing themselves into some type of addiction or repetitive thinking or repetitive behavior. So this could be rabbit hole, this could be drugs, this could be alcohol, this could be just, oh, I said rabbit hole, never mind. Basically, yeah, somebody feels like their world is over. They're probably missing this other person and just aren't sure how to function without this person. However the relationship was, whether or not you guys get back together, it cannot be the same way it was. You guys both have to do something different, or you have to start doing something different in order to elicit a different response. Then we have the Tower and the Page of Wands. So yeah, somebody, big hoo-hoo, somebody's angry. When I see this together, this anger and this Tower, this is a huge fight, an angry, impulsive expression, and a change in a relationship. So either you're looking at the relationship differently, you're looking at the other person differently now. You might want to leave them, or you might be getting awakenings because you acted out and expressed this energy. Maybe this release was what was needed for something final to come down. This could be somebody saying, I don't want to be with you anymore, or I want to break up with you, or you need to leave me alone already. Because the Tower is, it's either enlightenment or the destruction of some kind of institution, a job, a partnership, a marriage. This can also be angry communication leading to a breakup, or this could be an angry expression. Now, with all these planets in Neptune, people could be really confused. They could be in a fantasy world. This could come out as anything, as violence. This could very well come out as some kind of violence. I don't have the Death card here, but I do have physical violence. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody is doing the right thing. Somebody had to break free in order to get some peace to think. Ten of Pentacles is about abundance. It's protection when you need it. This is like the angels and the universe protecting you because you are trying to align. You're trying to reach that higher consciousness, that higher vibration. And when you do, I just have to say, guys, that all this suffering is not normal, okay? Synchronicity is what is normal. But we haven't been, in the history of mankind, probably not in this history, maybe in the last couple of histories of mankind were we able to do that. But now we're all just learning that we're divine beings, and that we're magicians, and that we can manifest. So a lot of us are starting to come into synchronicities, and things are coming to fruition, or things are dropping in our laps exactly when we need it. This could also be the Tower and the Wands. I can't tell you, I try to tell you guys every possible meaning, okay? This doesn't look like a bad one. This looks like somebody could be excited about some information that they came across. This could be in a dream. This could be just a sudden realization. Or it could be somebody angrily expressing a dream that they had, because some of us are having nightmares too, yeah? I don't have any psychic downloads. Amazing for Pisces season. I think everything's happening in our dreams. Okay, wow. Okay, so we got double. Yeah, for this particular relationship here, you guys are not broken up. You guys are both hanging on. Okay, so if you guys are both hanging on, Eight of Cups is walking away, and Nine of Pentacles is living your best life and being independent. You're not walking away. You don't want to be single. You love each other even though you're not together. But there's a distance between you, but you haven't cut him out. Okay, so this tells me there's some extraordinary circumstances that are keeping you guys apart. Let me look at this again, guys. So now that I'm looking at this way, and we've got two sets of cards saying, don't break up, don't break up, you're not supposed to break up, stand up for yourself, have some courage. Somebody, the world is going to shit around you. Towers are blowing the fuck up. But you know, like I tell you guys, the tower can be complete destruction or it can be complete enlightenment. In this case, the story is showing enlightenment, joy, excitement, communicating with somebody. I just found this out. Barely being able to talk because you can't get the words out of your mouth as fast as it's coming into your head. So yeah, thunderstruck by lightning, suddenly realizing something, in a hurry to get that information out, or in a hurry to express this to your friend, so it's impulsive. Yeah, I'm not feeling any angry energy here at all. I just have to tell you guys. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't. It could, but this particular set that I'm reading for, they're committed to each other. They're committed to not walking away from each other. So they're going to figure out how to work it out, even though there's something separating them at the moment. That's why we have the Ten of Pentacles. I was wondering about that, guys, why we got the Ten of Pentacles when all shit's going down. All right, so integration of information. A couple of days ago, you may have started getting downloads, or you may have felt headaches, or your ears were popping, or your head was tingling, or you may have felt like you were vibrating, or you could have been having strange dreams and not understanding what they were about, but woke up in a weird mood. This is what's present. Okay, integration of information is information that's now able to be used. So somebody's taking action. Beginning to work together. Somebody has either decided that they're going to work together with their partner in this relationship. Knight of Wands, ambition. Somebody is leveling up, they're stepping up, they're making reparations, they are beginning to show the gleam of the metal in their armor. They're becoming the knight that they're supposed to be, and they're on their way to being a king. Okay, so if this is your partner, you guys are doing something right. King of Pentacles is a financial advisor, a financial investor. Oh, just a second, guys. It's after 9. I have to open the door. Here, I'll just leave you on. I'll be right back. Okay. There's more work to be done within the relationship, and somebody's gung-ho. They're ready to do it. They've decided you're the one that they want. It's been a long, heavy road. As a matter of fact, they could have went and surprised you with something. Knight of Wands, ambitious moves. Three of Pentacles, working together in the relationship, taking decisive action. They could have surprised you when you weren't together. They could have surprised you by doing something nice for you. I don't know what it is. Actually, I lied. Yeah, looking at the King of Pentacles here and the Knight of Wands action and Earth, they could have done something nice, like mow your lawn. Okay, and they just went off and did it by themselves. You didn't ask them. You just came home and the lawn was mowed. Something, a nice, sweet gesture. Then you also have the Hermit in that mix too. So the Hermit is a purge. Somebody's getting rid of one-sided thinking. Somebody's getting rid of being all out for themselves. They're ready to give to you as you have been giving to them. Don't hold back. Don't be scared. Now's the time to step up and claim your throne. The king is claiming his throne. The king is claiming his queen. The hermit is the rabbit hole. This is the analysis paralysis spin. You know, some people are going to get stuck in the spin cycle. You're going to see a lot of people shit-faced. I mean, just like drunk or on drugs, out of their damn mind. That just happened the other day. Saw a neighbor of mine on Big Island Thieves getting arrested, or an ex-neighbor actually, and I'm all laughing going, oh God, look at these freaking thieves and chronics, bah, ha, ha. And then he sits up and I went, oh shit. And then I realized that this person has been doing the wrong drugs and they are just gone. Lost in La La Land. Mercury's still in Pisces, so that's basically checking out. And with 4 planets in Pisces, you know, people are physically, mentally, and spiritually checking out because they just can't deal. And I feel like, wait, not being able to deal, that's 8th house. Ugh, I don't even want to look. I was tripping this morning. I was thinking all about it, how I was saying the air signs was getting hit, and I thought it was Pisces season, but no, it was Capricorn, because Capricorn is the devil. Okay, Capricorn is also cruelty. There he is. Speak of the devil. Capricorn is... Now, I went over this with Pisces yesterday. Capricorn can be the cruelest. Now, don't get me wrong. Every single sign has their bad points. Every single sign has their good points. Let's see. Capricorn. Capricorn would be 12th house for the Aquarius. It would be 12, 11, 10, 9. 8th house for the Gemini, and oh my gosh, and then it would be 4th house for the Libras. Holy shit. Either way, those are not good houses to have cruel planets in, but what are you going to do? You're going to have to face reality. You're going to have to face yourself. You're going to have to face everybody, everything that ever is and ever was. Okay, guys, we're healing humanity. We're healing our ancestors, and we're paving the way for our children and our grandchildren and the future, so that they will never ever have to suffer as mankind has suffered for as long as we've known. It's hard work, but you know what? That's why you've been selected to do it. Welcome to the collective of healers. Knight of Cups. Yeah, so there's a lot of people that are kind of keeping to themselves. They're sad. They're deep in their head. There's all these things that they're pondering, trying to get at the root of what's going on, trying to get at the root of how they feel, exploring their own motivations, mastering the self. And then here's others saying, I understand, I love you. This is that when you wake up in the middle of the night crying, this is that hand on the shoulder. It's okay, honey. I love you. I'm here for you. So you've got a lot of support. Everybody around you, the people who truly love you and care about you, will lend you their support. They'll lend you your ear. Their ear. They'll lend you their ear. I hope they're not lending you somebody else's ear. That could be a problem. Okay, so these cards fell out in a chunk on the Three of Pentacles. So let's see what they are. Ooh, Three of Wands, King of Cups. Oh boy. Okay, let's save those last two for the end. Okay, so somebody is stepping up and they're starting to do things out of the blue. They did something for you out of the blue. Could have been like yard work or something, some kind of surprise where they physically did work for you just because. Okay, now for the longest time you may have been saying, God, I wish he would just help me with something, or you could have said, I wish he would step up, or I wish I could get my this done. Because Three of Wands is about voicing your intent. It's having the manifestation portal and voicing your intent and putting it out there. Okay, so somebody wished for this person to step up. Then we have King of Cups. Ooh, girl, they love you. They're there when you're crying. They love you very much. You guys have something special. King of Cups is the controller of the emotions. They hold it in, but they're so magnetic and just sexy. Oh yeah, I didn't even see that there, but when they did this little, whatever they did for you, maybe they cleaned the house, maybe they did the yard or whatever, it just made them sexy to you. There is nothing sexier than a man that does housework. I'll tell you that much. That's what this is. Somebody's really lucky. Part of the reason why they're stepping up is because they love you so much, but they're also afraid that you're going to leave them behind. That if they don't start completely opening up their heart, that you will completely cut them off. Okay, Five of Pentacles is it's anxieties, it's completely leaving someone out in the cold, ghosting them. This is, I'm done, suck you bitch. Or it could be that somebody, instead of taking, this is the turnaround, instead of taking from you, they're now starting to give to you. They don't want you to leave. You mean a lot to them. They just don't know how to express it. So this person probably expresses it in physical ways, like leaving you a couple of flowers in the bathroom. So when you get up to use the bathroom in the morning, there's, you know, flowers that are there. They don't say much. I get the feeling that they're really, really physical. Capricorn. Look at that. Capricorn and King of Pentacles. So this could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Could be Sun, Moon, or Rising too, okay? And it could also be wherever their Mars is. Like right now, Mars is in Gemini. Mars was just in Taurus, so that could have been the beginning where they got some ideas to do things for you around the home. All these earth signs and earth energy. There's a lot of physical hard work, sweat and labor here. This is a labor of love. Page of Pentacles and King of Swords. Practical concerns, strategy. So it looks like you guys are working together. You guys have a list of things, obligations, monetary obligations and tasks to do something. It looks like you guys need to have a little bit of discussion and write down what you need to accomplish, your goals, what is priority, and then you guys are going to have to move forward. You guys are going to be very, very busy for the next couple of weeks because you've got a lot to accomplish together. But don't worry, you know, the sun is in Aries. You're going to have a lot of energy coming up here after you're done with your own personal purge. You're going to recover. The idea is not to stay in the energy. The purge is to get rid of it, not to stay in that spin cycle. Now, granted, like I was saying, some of you guys will stay in that spin cycle, but you got to find a way to get out of it. See a friend. Yep, see? There's a lot more work that you guys have got to do. This is going to be a daily schedule. Okay, I completely forgot where I was. Sorry, guys. Had a vendor. Okay, so, oh yeah, that's right. So you guys are going to be working hard. You're going to be creating a schedule. Didn't I just say that? This is your daily work schedule. Your day-to-day daily tasks. It's time to get some stuff done. I have a feeling that you're going to be moving, or you're going to be moving from where you are now into the place where you're staying at when you guys are separated. So somebody went back home, and now the tables are turning where your lover is going to be moving in with you. So you guys got to get shit together and make some plans. Figure out what you got to do to make it livable. Look at that. Justice. Truth. Libra. Harmony in relationships. Balance. Oh yeah, here's the discussion right here. Like I was saying, discussion of your obligations and your physical tasks. Okay, this is honestly what we need. What exactly do we need to do? Point blank, straight up, getting your shit together. Wow. So for some of you guys, you are having your own space at the moment, or you're having, maybe you had to go ahead to get this place prepared while the other person ties up the loose ends there, and you're working together like on weekends or something to try while working during the week, trying to accomplish. So there's a lot of work coming up here. There's a lot of things. It's coming down to the wire, and you guys got to get some stuff done. But you know what? Don't worry about it, because come summer, you guys will be, oh, there's the Eight of Pentacles again, totally crunched up. Come summer, you guys are going to be totally in a different situation. You're going to be a lot happier, feeling more at peace. Oh, God, look, I totally crunched that card. But yes, confirmation, work, work, work. Only thing is, you guys work really well together. And finally, there's going to be a balance of the powers when this happens. So it's in transition. You can't stop this wheel from turning. Not at all. It's already. Oh yeah. Hierophant on the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, home. Hierophant is Taurus. Taurus is home, comforts. It's marriage and commitments. It's traditions and institutions. Okay, so for some of you guys, there's a lot of work towards changing, making the changes in the home, making changes in order to come home, making changes in order to feel home. making changes in order to leave a home. This can be in a legal area, so some of you guys could be going to court for some justice in terms of somewhere you may have lived, from an old relationship, maybe even divorce. You could be filing for divorce. Even though this is a new moon, this almost feels like a full moon, just because we're starting something new and we've already begun mentally wrapping things up for this. Now we're beginning to physically wrap things up. We've got it all laid out in our head. We figured out what we got to do. Now we're taking steps, doing the research, Mars and Gemini, and moving forward, because we want to move forward. We're tired of being stuck in the rut, okay? Hierophant, to rise above, creating your own tradition, creating your own institution, creating your own structure, okay? And being at peace with it. Spiritual mastery, emotional security, financial security, material security. Secure in your knowledge, secure in your home. God, you know, secure in every house in the wheel of the zodiac. This is the life I want. This is what I'm going after. And right here is the process of beginning to go after it physically after a huge period of mental work. Now, I usually don't use this much decks in the general readings today, but boy, was I feeling it. All right, guys, I'm going to pull one card from the Hawaiian Healing Intentions deck, but, you know, if the universe wants to give me 5, I'm going to have to read 5. We shall see. Universe, can I get some help here? Thank you. Okay, there's 2. Excuse me. First card, Malama, to honor, protect, and care for, nurturing. It's a 43, so it's about calming ideas, grounding ideas, manifesting beliefs, manifesting information, or grounding information. There we go. My intention is to nurture, honor, protect, and care for myself, and to create sacred space in my life for my authentic self to thrive. Although nurturing your loved ones is important, nurturing yourself is critical. Honoring, protecting, and caring for yourself is the first and foremost important step towards being able to offer love and caring to others. I'm pretty sure I said that in the beginning of the reading. Self-care enables you to develop your gifts, cultivate wellness, and be the beloved one. When you feel whole, healthy, and supported, you can thrive. And from that state of abundance, you can choose to nurture your loved ones. I think we had this card yesterday too, if I'm not mistaken. Makanahele, inner wild. My intention is to make friends with my untamed inner wild and to allow it to fuel my creativity and self-expression in healthy and inspiring ways. Okay, instead of negative ways, right? You are an animal of the natural world and full of instincts and impulses. Art, music, movement, or dancing, and self-expression are all ways that you can unleash your inner wild while staying within the expectations of the modern world. Without this release and reunion with aspects of your authentic nature, unexpressed emotion can build up and wreak havoc inside or out. Make friends with your inner wild and find ways to set yourself free. Okay, so it's talking about the pressure from the built up emotions that you haven't expressed. A lot of you guys don't know what it is, and it comes out angrily. Okay, when you have to ask yourself, am I really angry at them? Or am I angry at the situation I'm in? Who's responsible for the situation I'm in? I am. They're not responsible for my actions. They're not responsible for my reactions. Nor are you responsible for their actions or their reactions. Okay? Everybody is responsible for the self To know yourself is to love yourself, is to be capable of loving others. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off, guys. I know this was a long one today, but the last couple days were kind of crazy and it's not over yet. Okay, so take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later.